Start talking. I don't know why
Okay. Well, I was waiting for the voice in my head to say you can talk.
Yeah, it wasn't going through.
All right. Okay. Well, how about this?
Okay.
Good morning,
We'll
America.
sort it out.
We'll sort it out.
That's
Okay.
just
You'd think this was a new experience for us.
welcome to the new show.
Yeah, new show. Yeah. Hopefully everyone likes the new setup. I love it.
I think it's amazing. It's well beyond my talent level here. I mean, you know what I mean? It's
like maybe a piece of paper with a more attractive outline right here that I could hide behind.
Oh yeah, I was just like put on one of those
I just
shirts
realized-
that has a bikini on it or something.
I just realized that we don't have a place for you to put your outline, huh?
We do not know. So we were talking about bringing in a third monitor for the center table here, where we could follow along with the chat as well as see our outline.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do a little iPad or something. Right
We could probably put something in that little drawer down there.
If you want to make
Pull the drawer out.
me
There's
happy,
a
you can
drawer?
stop
Yeah,
cloning these.
It's not going to be where you are. Yeah.
No, it's
over
right there.
here.
You got
There is a
what?
drawer.
You got
We
a
can
drawer?
put some monitors on the floor.
I'm gonna put all my
I'd rather-
candy.
Monitor
keep
on
that
the
area
floor.
clean.
One more thing for us to stare at.
Yeah.
So I did order. Well, I requested some nightstands that match that table.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently those
Don't exist?
Apparently, I was told no without being told no on that.
Oh,
They just didn't show up, so I guess it's not going to happen. Or maybe I can make a request again, because I think it'd be nice to have a couple nightstands for you to
Put a
or
drink
side
on or
tables.
something?
Yeah, side tables for drinks.
Just
and
thinking what
your
I could
outline.
knock over onto the floor over here.
where he wants our low class stuff off camera on the night table,
Low class, like that York peppermint patty.
like your Mentos.
Oh.
Don't bring your trash mint into my argument.
Argument.
Argumento.
Alrighty.
I'll be here all day.
Okay. Do we want to do any
Yeah,
should
let's demo something.
we demo something?
Why don't you,
Jordan, you driving?
I was
take
just
us through a
minimizing the chat.
Minimizing the chat. Okay.
take us through a basic package, creating a package,
All right.
A critical package.
creating a package.
Oh, creating a
Do
package.
a
All
critical
right.
package. What's a critical package?
First of all, I just want to point out, guys, I've got 2 approvals waiting. I'm going to open that up. All right, Notepad 795. Well, that's pretty good. There's a new version. It's 8.0. Now, we've got our auto download currently set to 7 days. Got 4 days and 1 hour left. I'm impatient. What do you think?
I think that Chrome one's particular is one you might want to move up.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there a big flaw in that bad boy?
It didn't come out on patch Tuesday. I haven't read up on it, but it didn't come out on patch Tuesday. It was the day after,
Oh, wow.
which makes it technically out of band. So I'm not sure, but it seems likely.
Should I? Okay, I'll approve Chrome now. Just because I approve it, you think I'm going to do anything with it?
I mean, they're all lab machines anyway.
Don't say it like that. It's my favorite lab. All right, so I approved one. I guess we'll let Notepad plus sit for another 4 days and 1 hour. I kind of like the fact that that's there, because then, not only do you know that it's available, but
So I like to have 2 of each. One that does an instant approval that then updates your test environment, and then one that has the time you want to wait. That way, when new software comes out, you can still test it, and then you don't have to. You're still not going to production until a reasonable amount of time has gone past.
why do I feel like every time I make a suggestion, you just want to one-up the game?
Like, just because I'm better at IT than you are.
It hurts because it's true.
I don't think it is. If you look at our careers, I have not been more successful.
It depends on what you consider success, right? I mean, you've loved your jobs for years. I've had some horrible IT jobs.
I've loved my job for about 5 years, which is how long I've been here.
I gotta say, I love being here. It's hands down the most amazing place. I get to work with Jordan,
It's pretty great.
and beyond that, the rest is really good. So, just messing. All right, we're gonna build a package. What do you think? What should we build?
Boy, you put me on the spot here. Let's do a regular dir. That's critical to be able to know what someone's directory contains.
So the dir, or is it just dir?
Yeah, I'm going to bring back the hits here.
We're going to do a dir.
Will you center that?
Center that. Okay.
Hey,
Now we got centered. Let me minimize some stuff so we make sure this is all good stuff here.
I thought I centered that one.
Okay,
Like the new.
JJ Golden. All right.
I centered the deployment, not the new
The
package.
dir. All right. Now, do we want to do the dir using a command step, which would be easy, or do you want to make it a little complex and call it from PowerShell?
You're in the driver's seat. You decide.
Well, then we're definitely going simple.
My job is to sit back here and critique everything you do. You have to make the decisions.
All you do is just say I'd have done it different, regardless what I do.
I mean, if you want to do it that way, you can. I'm not going to tell you how to do your job. I'm just saying I probably would have done it in a different method. Maybe, an LS from a PowerShell.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
LS minus L. I love it. I felt a little Linux coming on there. All right, I'm not sure, but I think I spelled dir right today.
I think you got it.
Dir, cool. Now, I'm going to add a sleep step in there. Now, it's kind of interesting. I've been talking to, new customers, and when I go through and show them how to build packages like sleep, you put the machine to sleep. And it's not putting the machine to sleep, guys. That is just a pause in the package. So that I seem to have to explain quite a bit. So I just want to let you all know that is just pause in the package.
I'm curious, without the chat being up, how many people are saying get child item instead of LS for PowerShell? They're correcting my PowerShell? We'll never know. That chat's not here.
Chat, you bring it up. Let's see what it says.
There are a couple aliases for it, aren't there?
Yeah, they had an issue when it came with PowerShell 6 because it started installing on Linux boxes, and LS is already used, so they decoupled it pretty well, but yeah, there are a lot of different aliases for get child item.
I'm going to move that up.
Jordan,
Yep.
again, because this is a first time, I'll give you, if you don't mind, I'll give you an instruction when you're talking to me. You don't have to look over
Okay,
at
don't-
me.
don't
you
look
can look
at
at the camera.
At the camera. Okay. All right.
JJ's the voice
Because I'm
in your
watching,
head.
I'm watching you right here on this monitor, right in front of me.
So look at the camera, and it's like I'm making eye contact with JJ.
Or maybe you just look up like, JJ, can you hear me?
He is the voice in the head.
I am.
All right.
I learned some new words from the voice in my head today. Well, at least new combination.
So we've got a sleep step.
Okay, sleep step. All right. Get us back on
You're
track.
welcome.
I'm going to move that up. We're going to do a 15-second now. Just for those of you who want to kind of see how this works, I'm going to deploy this to Bugs Bunny. We're actually going to go watch it run in the admin dollar share, so you can see that it actually where it runs, how it makes the service folder, and then cleans itself up. So that's that 15-second wait there. I guess. Oh, we've never logged into the Bugs Bunny from this. This will be a freshie here, huh?
We're doing it live.
Doing it live. Can I
I'm
do
sure
it?
it'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? How's
I
kind
typed the password into the chat. I mean, I could be wrong.
I've done that. It wasn't such a big deal. I mean, it's been 5 years, and it's only occasionally mentioned now.
We even have a shirt made.
We do, yeah. It took me a while to clean up everywhere I had used that password, but
Which also, shame on you.
I learned from my mistakes, as far as you know.
As far as I know, there could be some out in the wild.
I was pretty thorough on cleaning that up. It is now I use proper security.
Proper security. All right.
I now have an identity worth stealing. Before it's like, what are they going to do with it?
All right. The dir
You're such a forward thinker.
should bring us back on track like JJ did. Okay. The sleep step.
All
All right.
We're in Bugs Bunny.
We're going to deploy to Bugs Bunny. So Bugs is here. I'm going to have to pop Bugs up in a second. Deploy. Now, a couple of ways. You can type in Bugs Bunny if you're a better typist than me. Oh, I can actually type Bugs Bunny. Or you can select from Active Directory or Inventory. Add the computer, deploy now, and we'll go watch. Oh, do you think I can outrun it?
No.
I got to go to admin dollar. I should have done this earlier.
I think you can center it.
Man, if you make me do that, we're going to miss it. I'm going to have to do it again.
Okay.
Admin Arsenal. Good cool runner. There it is, service one.
You made it.
All right. We're just going to back out one. So, at any rate, we'll wait 15 seconds. It's going to run the dir, return the information, and then, well, there you go, clean itself up. So that's where it runs again. If you do have issues, let's say, you have some failures that can't find files that are necessary, probably need to look at your antivirus, picking stuff out of that directory before it's done using it and whitelisting that. So there is, hey, finally, we taught some technical stuff today.
There we go.
Wow.
I was told there'd be no learning in this webcast.
There's no learning today.
This is more of an informal discussion.
Discussion. I can't even say it today. Discussion. All right. So, at any rate, here we go. There is the output of our dir. Check it out. There's that command.cmd file, which probably contained the dir.
Naturally not centered.
The voice in my head says center it
I'm
again.
feeling pretty judged right now. Pretty judged.
Right now? Just now?
This is what happens when I come back to Utah.
Just now it feels that way, huh?
Yeah.
I feel that way when I walk in the door.
And you can see From the dir that you ran, since you didn't specify a path, it ran it from the location that the deployment ran, which is why there were so few files in there.
That's correct.
If you did a dir,
I guess I could have
and then-
included some stuff and sent it along with it.
Well, if you did a dir like // if you want to look at a specific location, it's going to grab more information. But by default, if you don't specify the path, it's wherever the runner is. It's probably not going to be as useful for you.
That is by the way, that is a good test to make sure your communications are working, that you have access, the appropriate access to actually run stuff on machines. So I usually don't call that the dir. I call that my test package and use that. Now, some other things that are kind of interesting. We can put some conditions on this.
I like it.
You like it? Properties, conditions. Let's say we only want to run this on Windows Vista. How many machines do we have that are Vista?
I don't think we have
Should
any.
be 0.
I would hope. I would hope.
I think at this point, even our lab is all the way up. It's all 10. I don't think
Yeah, I
we
think
even
we
have
have
7 or 8.
7. We do have 8.
Do we have 8?
We have a couple there called, I think it's Slowpoke.
No.
Well, let's do this. Let me show you how to go find out.
Yeah, if only there was a way. If there was a product that could help us solve this mystery.
Solve this. Now, you could do these scrolly over here,
Sort by.
or you could build your own dynamic collection. What? You could do it. Again, nicely centered today, Jordan. Oh, that's right. That was what was causing you to swear today, huh?
I centered the 2 windows I could think about.
The only two that we'd ever use. So I'm going to go look up OS, and we'll put. Is that a number field?
It's a version, so you might want not later than
OS is a version.
I don't know.
Is it?
I don't know.
Let's
Okay, we're
find
gonna do
out.
this.
Let's find out
How about
live.
we do this version lower then, and we'll put 10. We'll see if we catch everything that's not a Windows 10.
I like it.
Should we try it? Hey, sniffles.
And
8-1,
unidentified.
8-1, and then we got unidentified.
Unidentified is lower than 10.
Interesting. I wonder if unidentified is greater than 0. Should we try that too?
I imagine unidentified means it's going to miss all of the version
Yeah.
parameters.
So slowpoke, wow, and sniffles.
Did I mention we pre-gamed?
That's not why I'm doing this. I read slowpoke and sniffles, and I'm
Oh.
looking and I mixed the two together.
I can feel
Snuffles.
myself starting to lean as we go.
Are you really? Do I need to take your glass? Do I
We
need
have a question.
Oh,
Oh, it's gone.
We can pull it up.
All
all
right.
right.
I don't know why it went there. Oh, I think it's because I hit that button. Here we go. We're gonna take a question.
All right.
All right, you thought these were going to be easy. No, I'm throwing down some blah, blah, blah for you. Hi, I can see an old post about PDQ Service Now integration. Any updates about HTD blah, blah, nerd, blah, blah, German P?
You're gonna have to manually type that out.
ServiceNow integration.
I thought I'd give you an
I'm-
easy
okay.
one to
I'll
start.
leave it up on the screen.
Are you familiar with ServiceNow integration?
So I haven't read that particular blog. I do know ServiceNow has an API.
Okay.
So you could use inventory with the PowerShell scanner and you'd have to have the module for that one where you do an API call to pull the information. But as far as what you can do with that, I'm not sure. I know Stephen here automated the entire closing of a process for when a new package comes out and needs to be updated.
Oh.
Instead of going in and manually updating everything, it asks for some input, you put it in there, and it update the ticket for him. So it is possible to update ServiceNow with that one, but I'm not familiar enough with the API to give a deep dive.
Okay, so basically,
off the
at the end
cuff.
of your package, you put a PowerShell command that updates.
And it would definitely have to
Call
have the
the
module available as
API,
well. So
okay.
there'd definitely be some prep work on that one.
All right. Well, I think it's definitely possible, but beyond what we could tell you today.
Now I'm intrigued, though.
Are you? Are you really?
I am.
Okay.
I'm really intrigued. I'm going to look at that one.
You're gonna look at it. You're gonna walk up and talk to Steve,
But
aren't you?
yeah, I'm going to message Steve like, hey, remember that time you did the thing?
I want to look intelligent. Tell me everything. I like that. Can we take another question? Now, normally, I just want to know, JJ, normally I'd be reading questions over here, right?
You're gonna look behind you.
You want us to
Am I-
actually
you
look at
really
the
want me
TV?
to? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Apparently, I got to start reading.
Yeah, you're going to learn. All right, are we ready for another one?
Yeah.
Hey guys, can PDQ Inventory provide Active Directory reports like a report for domain admins in AD? Sincerely, Hayner G.
Domain admins and AD. All right. So first of all, let's just pop up. Here's AD, or at least let me expand AD. So there's the OUs. Okay. Now, again, anything you can find in here short of any of the stuff that runs when you click on it, which would be your services or your processes, you can do
Not
reports
centered
on.
at all.
And the voice in my head said to center it. Can they hear that,
He's
JJ?
getting snippy with you. Probably.
All
I
right.
don't think we've.
We haven't.
Yeah, we
worked on
haven't.
it.
We haven't. I don't have a mute button that just exclusively.
So you guys now get to know how often
He
JJ
doesn't-
says stuff.
He doesn't want
I
our
mean, I'll
shame.
do it all the time from Florida now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could do we
He
could,
doesn't
we
want
could mute
private
him,
shame.
but no.
Public shaming. Pretty soon he's just gonna have a bell.
You think public shame?
Center. Ding, ding, ding.
Shame.
Center.
Can I do that? How's this sound? Feel Pavlov's Scotch glass.
Every time he does that, we drink.
Well, that's just gonna make it. Every time we do center, our mouth is gonna water now.
Active Directory groups.
This is science, isn't it?
I like it.
So while you're looking at that one, that's just going to tell you the groups that are on the machine. If you're looking for something directly about what is a domain admin on your domain, since that's not computer specific, it's going to be based on the domain controller. You could have like a custom tool or a PowerShell scanner that you run on your local machine. As long as you have the Active Directory module, you can do like get-80 group. And there is a way to do recursively for groups within groups to get every individual user. That's to grab it from that one. But where AD is not on the individual machine, it's on the domain controller itself. You either have to connect to the domain controller or use the AD module imported on the machine you're running it against.
Is that RSAT?
Yeah.
The RSAT tools? By the way, if you wanted to see who had admin rights on the machine, right under local users here, you could write a report against that and pull who has local admin rights on a machine. So I guess you answered the question and I added some, I don't know,
You added the Zazz.
zazz, some sizzle.
It's a shame we're not doing points today,
No,
because
no,
that
no.
would have
I
mattered.
thought new
but,
studio, no points. I'm tired of being shamed into losing all the time.
Oh, at this point, we can pull in a chalkboard.
There we go. We got all the space.
Oh man, that's right. You could right back here.
We could
huh?
just go behind the
Just a
wall here,
tick over there
set
and
up
a
one with a
tick over
camera
here.
set up. We're just let's go to camera 4. We'll just be Kelly. Squeak.
Let's just start with a big 0. Relax.
All right. I guess we want to test out everything in our products, or do we have any other questions?
Something, JJ, you want me to display or show so to make sure that I'm blaming Jordan for
You know,
not-
eventually, Jordan, I'm going to commit you to a blog.
Okay.
I have
About the
before, but now I'm
auto-centering.
going to do it in front of 135 people.
Okay.
5 of them are in this room. 4 of them. 123 plus whoever's here. Jordan, would you mind doing a PowerShell centering script that you can run? It'll center both deploy and inventory, and anything that that our viewers would like to center on their own.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just call it center that exclamation point.
I can.
Dude, just deny him. Do it. Just I'm getting you off the hook
no,
right now.
because he scares me.
I do.
The
He
voice
scares
in
me.
your head
When
scares
he's
you.
in Florida, he only kind of scares me because it's going to take a while for his retribution. But from here, he could just come in and punch me in the face.
You know, it only takes me like 4 hours to fly here, right?
Yeah, but 4 hours is plenty of time to hide.
I suppose so.
And
So,
by the time
yeah.
your anger will have subsided after.
Yeah, we
4
have talked
hours.
about it. I will make that a focus because, if nothing else, it's important. The issue I'm going to have with our product here is opening up a new thing, a new window, like a new package. There's something to center. I'm not going to be able to center what doesn't exist. So it's either going to have to center live, like when a window pops up, we'll automatically move it to its location, which means it'll always be running in the background. Otherwise, we're going to have every window open and hit the center automatically.
Doesn't it
That's the idea.
Doesn't it save the locations usually?
But we remote in from our machines and it breaks everything.
Yeah,
Oh,
so that's what's
right,
happening.
okay.
So we have this set at 1600 by 900, which is
Oh yeah.
it's exactly 16 by 9, which gets us. We know that that's widescreen.
Yeah.
Gets you a 1-to-1 ratio. But you guys are you're remoting in from
To do our prep
your
work.
your obscure monitor sizes, your ultra wides, and it throws everything off.
Yeah, so if the I can build it if we don't want to always watching for like when a window pops up at auto centers, because that's just going to take resources. It's going to be we're going to have to open up every window and then hit the thing and it will find them and center them all for us at that point. If that's how you prefer.
Andrew S says Power Toys. Is that what it is? Is
Uh,
that,
There's
is that the utility?
I can't remember. There's one that works with the not the automation tools. accessibility tools within Windows where it will find a window and you can do different actions to it. I keep on looking over at JJ now and shaming myself.
Shaming yourself.
You'll get back in the habit again. Again, here's another.
Yeah. You need more.
I heard a thing. I've got a drink.
I can't. I can't.
That's probably a good thing. Did you bring something else to drink? Did you?
No, I'm going to call it good for now.
Okay.
I'm all right.
All right,
Yeah, I have had plenty. Thank you.
Well, that doesn't have any liquor in it, man. I'll just
No,
get you jacked.
I'll be okay.
All right.
Yeah. So there are a couple ways we can go about that. I will research it and I will try to come up with something that will work for us. And if it works well enough, then we can write a blog on it.
JJ, just clip this and send it to Jordan every single day.
So we need to put it on our board of pending content.
I thought it was, but I guess not.
I don't remember seeing it.
Jenna, if you're watching.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
will
so
be shortly.
the blog 3 column is pretty empty for the future weeks. Just put one of it in there.
There you go. Yeah, I guess I haven't been to any of those meetings lately. They've been setting this thing up. This is taking up a lot of my time.
Now they're understanding the inner workings of how we get content out.
Me going, hey, can you do this?
Well, we have apparently a board with at least 3 columns for blogs. Most of it's Brock.
Most of
That is.
You guys are almost ready for a speed round.
We could do a speed round,
All right, let's do it.
and then maybe if we run out of time, just continue to drink, Lex.
All right.
I can do that. We can talk about my infinity decanter if we run out of time.
That's a good one.
Okay, there's actually, this is kind of a 2-part question. So here's your first part. How to scan for Windows Server 2003 R2 64 patches and deploy needed patches. And then the follow-up to that is how to get compliance reports of servers, patches. We have some old server 2003 R2 still exist in infra, blah, blah, AF tab. Yeah.
And,
I'll leave this up.
Okay.
so I'm gonna
How do we
try-
get 2003 patches? Didn't you just do a blog and a video on some PowerShell to help pull that stuff?
We just did a webcast. There is an existing PowerShell scanner, which there's a couple blogs out there on how to get it, about get available updates. That's going to look at, on that machine specifically, what KBs need to be installed or are behind. If you have WSUS, you need to make a minor change to it. The correction we made live to update that scanner hasn't gone through yet, so you'd have to just follow through what we have in there. If you don't have WSUS, it'll work as is. If you do have WSUS, you're going to want to make a minor correction to, I think it's line 9, a single attribute of, I think, online updates. Don't quote me on that. That's trying from memory. But that will go through, it will scan those 2003 and it'll let you know which KBs are needed. And then from that PowerShell scanner, you can create a collection that says it needs these updates, so you can see which ones are not up to date.
And then can you can send PowerShell off to send the machine go do updates, right?
Yes, yeah. If you know which ones you have, you can absolutely send it there. Say install these KBs.
Specific ones, yeah. So I think in short, PowerShell.
PowerShell's the answer, right? But the scanner is built for you if you use our GitHub repo.
Nice.
All right. Next question.
Hey guys, does PDQ provide student licenses? Sincerely, MBK.
Student licenses. I know we've got a discount for education. Student licenses, depending on how many students, I mean, if it's a classroom that wants to do it, by all means contact us. I've got no problem helping students learn how to use PDQ to make their lives easier as becoming sysadmins. So we'll take it on a case-by-case
Oh, I lost
basis.
his audio.
The other nice thing is,
Yeah,
Lex, we lost your audio.
you lost my audio.
I wonder if you ran out of juice.
it's like going through a different speaker because I can still hear like a
My
reverb.
battery's
It's coming
dead.
from these batteries are dying.
We
quickly.
replaced those batteries yesterday. I think these packs are draining them.
Did we turn them off?
No, we replaced them with brand new batteries yesterday.
I know, but did it
Yeah, I
get,
turned
did
it
it get
off
left
last
on overnight?
Let me go.
I don't think it was, but
Someone grab me some batteries, or should I just jump off camera and get some?
Kelly's gonna bring you some.
yeah.
We can still kind of hear you. I think
Okay.
you're coming in on
You
on
can
Jordan's
hear
mic.
mine. Yeah.
My Jordan's?
I'll just keep my head turned towards you here.
You gonna look at me?
Yeah,
A little
we're gonna make
bit
uncomfortable
longer.
eye contact.
Just get in real close. Just cross the.
Because
There we go.
yesterday both the battery packs died.
Yeah, we ended up replacing both.
Yeah, it seems to be happening on the regular, so we got to figure out.
These are pretty.
These are Duracell, right?
Yeah.
Test
Yeah.
1, test 2.
Did we
1,
mention-
2, 1, 2. You got me
Stupid
now.
bunny.
Uh,
You mentioned a new studio.
Tell me You getting some love?
Oh no, we
what
replaced
happened?
the earpiece
Am I back?
batteries.
Yeah, you're back now.
Okay, batteries.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, we replaced the earpiece batteries yesterday, not the
Okay.
not
Oh,
the
that's
microphone.
different.
Yeah,
So we
that
need
is
to
different.
probably replace these every.
Every week.
We've done.
Yeah, pretty close.
That's what we do for shows. We replace the batteries every show.
Yeah, I forget we have 2 packs now. So this was a different pack, so it's
That's right.
not as bad as it seemed.
Hips and hips. Okay.
We normally check batteries before the show. Just this was completely new.
We had
We-
other concerns. We were swearing at stuff.
It was another thing.
It was quite a morning.
On the list of things to do. But,
All right,
but
so-
back
so-
to that, do we provide student licenses? If you guys got a classroom and you want to teach PDQ sysadmins to help their lives easier, by all means contact us here. I've helped classes before with that. In fact, not only do we, give you licenses for the extent, or we can give you licenses for your class. I don't mind helping, if you guys want to do a Zoom meeting, just to
So nothing published, but that doesn't mean no. Contact us.
yeah,
and we'll see what we can
contact
do.
us. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I like it. All right, other questions?
Yeah, we got a few still in the queue. Hey guys, with the new studio, what new things can we expect in PDQ Inventory and Deploy? Marcel L.
Like a new studio, but what about the products?
That was a nice segue.
Yeah.
Real smooth there, Marcel.
So, I mean, if we want to go into what other content, we have a couple of ideas. We tried out a show, Right Credentials, it's just about what's new in IT, but it didn't work without the new studio, so we're probably going to start doing that.
That'll be fun.
But
That'll be-
as far as the product, these questions are rough because there's nothing that I can publicly speak about. We have plans. I think they're fantastic. I think the ideas for our product are going to meet a lot of the needs of people that are missing something, but we just can't go into detail yet.
Wow, that's the same dance around the fire pit we do all the time.
Yeah, I know, and it's frustrating. I know what that
Frustrating
we
for
are
them,
dancing
frustrating
around.
for us.
I can say that when we have like a prototype or a beta, we're going to be clamoring to showcase that.
How about this? How about I lie to everybody?
No, we don't.
We're going to do a lot of stuff tomorrow. Get ready for it, okay?
Tomorrow.
Okay,
So I can't say once we have like a beta version of it, we want to showcase that because no one's going to be more excited to be able to stop these questions or have an answer to these questions than me and Lex. So we will have something then. We just unfortunately can't come up with a time frame that we can talk
And
about.
ultimately, we want you guys to trust us. I don't want to sell you vaporware. So,
All right, let's do speed round for real.
all
Okay.
right. Now, wow,
Okay.
that was a long dance with it.
All
Okay.
right, here we go. Hi guys, do you plan on adding some API capabilities anytime soon? It would make it easier to call PDQ from another machine instead of using invoke command. I'm mostly talking about PDQ integration with MDT.
We hear you. And it's on the list. I don't know where it's coming out, but I will say this. The API has been discussed many times.
I want to know who's more frustrated with the dodging, us or the people asking.
It's probably.
It's
I
tie.
think we're
Yeah.
probably tied.
Tied?
It is. Feels a bit tiring.
Yeah.
Next.
No, it is something that is
Moving on.
often asked for, so we know it's a need.
Gentlemen, what's the most likely reason for a 1,000 plus machine deploy sits at the queued status for over an hour? Yes, the a ping before deploy, Jason C.
All right. First thing I would look at, go into deploy, options, preferences. Couple of things to think about, right? One, have you got this installed on a workstation or a server? Servers handle more network connections better, so that will help. Not that that may be the issue. The other thing, if you look at performance right here, okay, under current targets per deployment and total concurrent targets, wow, reading is difficult today. If you've got 8 of them running, it's not, let's say we're pushing out, Windows Update or Chrome, we'll say to 1,000 machines. It's only going to do 8 at a pop. And as soon as one of those drops, it'll do the next one. That's why they'd be queuing for a very long time. The other thing, make sure you're up to the date on the most current release. That's going to help. I know we did some upgrade, or we did some performance enhancements. I don't know if it was the last release or the release before it that helped with that. But you might want to try maybe move that to 16. I mean, I'm not sure how many are in your environment, but play around with that, find a sweet spot.
Do
That's
you
where
dare?
I'd look.
Do you dare use the highlighter?
Oh yeah, that's
might as well
right.
test it.
Highlighter.
Yeah, it still works.
I strike through and not underline.
I forget you can draw on my screen.
That's right. So there's that. I would be curious if you sort by the state that it's in now, if you do see some that are actively deploying, or if they're all, like if every machine is queued, that sounds like a bug and a bad one. But if you do see 8 or so that match the number of concurrent, then it's just working its way through. It's going to take some time. If none of them work, that's something you might want to contact support about, because that should not be happening. It should at least have the number of concurrent allowed going at the same time.
True.
All right.
All right, we're
All
still
right.
not speed
Ready?
rounding, but we're
Ready?
trying.
We're trying.
Okay, final question of the day. Now that the studio is finished, when are you going to resume giving away swag? Sincerely, JB.
Well, I can totally answer that. When's that going to happen, Kelly?
As soon as we figure out where we packed all the swag.
Oh, that's right. It's in a box
It
somewhere.
is in a box. We have this large area up on the 3rd floor where we packed a lot of our stuff, and we're slowly going through it. So I would say maybe not next week, but the week after. We'll probably resume the swag bag.
Okay, yeah, because next week I believe we're not going to be able to use the studio again for 1 week, and then we'll be full time.
Yeah, there's some additional construction going on next week that's going to make it pretty much impossible for us to do anything.
Be very loud.
Yeah, extremely.
There's a giant TV over just to the, I guess to the left of, or to the right. I'm looking at
Yeah, to
Lex's
the right.
left. To the right of where Lex is, and it'll be a lot of noise.
Yep. I'm looking forward to playing, some video games on that.
On that TV?
It's like a jumbotron.
I could be terrible on a small screen as well as a big screen. I don't think the size of the screen will change how terrible I am.
Here's the thing. I want to play like the 16-bit, Mario. Did it,
yeah.
did it, did. So the niceness of the screen doesn't even matter. It's just going to be bad pixel graphics.
I'm on board with this plan.
I like it.
All right. Any other questions?
No.
No, it was the
Look
last
at
one.
that.
That's it.
All right.
So how do we wrap this one up now?
Well, let's try this intro, or outro, I should say.
Do I say something before it?
Yeah.
Well, you guys can do your normal address the camera.
Address the camera?
Camera
Well,
two.
I'm
thank you
Lex,
for
and I'm
painful-
Jordan.
Thank you for painfully watching this today. Hey, we learned a lot about, studio and that kind of thing.
We're excited for the new studio.
Oh,
Hopefully
man,
you
it's
tune in.
awesome.
We can do a lot of new great things with this.
But hey, I'm Lex
I'm Jordan.
from PDQ.com.
Thanks for joining our webcast today. Thank you so much for bearing with us as we work through the kinks of our new studio. If you have additional questions, reach out to our support forums. And maybe we'll see you back here next week.